chilling in Alaska, swimming in Atlanta, vultures out in B-More, in Kira, Carolina, they wildin' in Chicago, howling down in Big D, Mile High in Denver, that Tallahassee pride is deep, they lunching in Vancouver, Desperado shooting, the renegades on the loose, the hyenas looting, gold out in QC, who higher than them sparrows, the furies swooping in divine order for the pharaohs, Indy on the rise, the sharks about to mash, gladiators, knights and Aztecs about to clash. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. First and 10, I'm so aggressive. The end zone, the game plan, no pressure. They gotta pay me how they measure me. You know these haters on my back like the referee. You know I'm in it to win it. Game day, I'm about my business, I gotta get it. So I'm all about my ends. And these non-stop wins. They can't touch us, can't touch us. We turning up on these suckers. You know the D brought the ruckus. Cause we tighter than the huddles. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. Yeah. Third down is going down. Round and pound, oh, we gotta air them out. That's why I gotta hit the route. Hit the flat, if I catch it, then I'm out. Fourth and inches gotta take. YOLO, just no pump fake. So tighten up and hit the power high. The outer blow to draw them off sides.
Ryan Michaels gets a block midfield. Ryan Michaels, he could be gone. Trying to make comfortable behind, he will not. Touchdown, Houston.
Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party.
Yola shakes it. Oh my goodness, and Yola gets away. Jay Yola on the first play for Tallahassee is going to score again.
Your camera was on, Curtis.
It's away.
Your Curtis cam.
It's another tackle. That's out. Are you gotta be kidding me? Big chase and one touchdown. Oh my word.
Tonight, the SFL on Twitch's Rivalry Night emanates from the Great White Northwest. It's in Anchorage, Alaska. The Storm, after a banner-raising effort last season, are having a banner year this year with a 5-0 start in their back pocket. San Francisco, on the other side, starts 2-2 in the thick of things in the Western Conference. They try to dethrone the champs and knock them off their undefeated pedestal. Is it San Fran or Alaska that comes out with the win? We find out next. This is Rivalry Night, presented by APM Music. And it starts right now. Welcome in to Anchorage, Alaska, just south of 60-degree weather in downtown as we get set for football in the eye of the storm. San Francisco comes in from the warm weather. They get to play in a little bit of warm weather in Anchorage. Chris Curtis, Ramos, Lynn, the former SFL champion from Season 9, along with us. And Ramos, two teams. I mean, the Storm, they are who we thought they were. Very, very good team. Sharks, an up-and-comer in this Western Conference.
Yes, indeed, and let's see how Robbie plays in this game. Last season, the Sharks were able to beat Alaska, and then, Alaska went in their incredible run, and they were able to win the championship. But San Francisco was able to beat this Alaska Storm team last season, so let's see if they can pull off the upset again.
Take a look there at Ron Cochran, who has had an MVP-type effort early in this summer season as we get things going. Coin toss on your screen. Looks like the Sharks are going to get first crack at the football as well. So we'll see their offense on the field first, along with the undrafted signing of Rob Roby, who came on the Sharks roster in Week 3. And he will get first crack at the football against the defending champs. And congratulations, you have a contract. Now go face these guys. It's going to be easier said than done for him.
Yeah.
Kick is on the way. It is up and gone to the goal line. Caught there. Return, get it to the 15, to the 20, the 25, the 27 is where there's 26 officially is where they're going to stop him. Gabriel Manning on the return. He'll be just one of a couple of definite targets for Rob Roby. You have Mickey Martino, the other wide receiving target, and then Matt Burnham is the tight end for the San Francisco roster. And Ogunzulu is their main tailback. That's the offensive stars for San Francisco. First down from the 26. It's going to be a nice hurdle step by Zulu, and he gets about 9 yards. They'll say 8, 2nd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, and this is what you want to do when you have a defense against you in Alaska where, when it's 2nd and long, 3rd and long, they just pin their ears back and they just sack the quarterback all day. So if you can get into those manageable 2nd and 3rd downs, that's going to be very important.
Sharks in the white shirts and dark pants. The Storm in all blue. Winged over the middle by Roby. That picked off the deflection and the catch. And Alaska immediately turns the ball over in their favor. And that is a big grab from Ryan Tobin, the free safety.
Yeah, he was hit as he throws. And, this is something that Alaska does better than any other team in the SFL is just having pressure on the quarterback. They were able to force that throw. The quarterback got hit as he threw the ball, and Ryan Tobin right there to make the INT.
Good start for Alaska. They have Ron Cochran throwing the ball. Jason Williams is their fullback. Jeff Como and Robert Merrill, along with the veteran Optimus Klein, going to be your wide receiving trio. Handoff through the middle, and that is going to get us down towards the first down line, and that is indeed Jason Williams with the fullback dive.
Yeah, this is an Alaska offense that is very, very, different from any other offense. They just use the fullback, but sometimes they throw the ball to the outside, to the running back, Nordellas, and they are very successful at it.
That's going to be a throw by Cochran, and that's a catch over the middle. A very good one. Robert Merrill brings that one into the 29-yard line, already in San Francisco territory.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and this is something that Alaska does very well, is starting offenses in a strong note. Ron Cochran right there with his first completion of the game, and just, now they're very close to they're actually right now in field goal range.
Cochran, the left-hander, going to throw to the outside. That is not going to be complete. I do believe Williams had the opportunity at the catch, could not bring it in at 2nd and 10.
And Williams has been a very sure receiver out of the backfield. We've seen him, spread him out as a wide receiver and running routes. He's been very good at it all season long, but now this time unable to make the catch. Unfortunately for him, because if he makes that catch, it's at least probably a 5 or 7 yard gain.
Secondary for the Sharks, Dean Maddox, Camden Hoffman are the cornerback tandem. The free safeties, Barry Barkley and Cristiano Torres, is the strong safety. This will be a handoff, broken tackle, and that is going to be Williams again. He'll get a couple. The defensive end is Abner St. John for the Sharks, as well as Chad Guy, the only linebacker and end combo, as a star for the San Francisco defense.
Correct. This is something that Alaska does very well, just involving Jason Williams, a fullback, early in the game, and that, opens up. Look at the wide receiver on the top, Curtis. He's wide open.
And this will be a throw to the left instead. That's nearly intercepted. Very close. Sam Friend nearly turned back the other way. And that was Camden Hoffman who had a shot at it.
I'm not sure what the number 2 corner of San Francisco was doing right there. It was not even in position to cover the wide receiver. The wide receiver was wide open, and Ron Cochran was unable to see him in the little bit of the throw. So they will try a 44-yard field goal, and should be pretty automatic for Brad Pritchett.
Number 4, Brad Pritchett, the kicker, star kicker for the Storm. From the right hash, should be about a 50-yard attempt. Kick is up and on the way. It is going to find its way through, and the Alaska Storm have the first points of the football game. 43 yards, I should say. I thought it was 50, but not so much. And that is a good start for the Storm. Turn a pick into 3 points.
Yeah, that's very important for Alaska, after the interception, to get points on the board to take the lead before San Francisco can even get a first down.
San Francisco is going to be back out on the field in just a second. We'll have a chance to actually take a look at the Alaska defense after the kickoff is done. Kick is on the way. Gabriel Manning going to have the first crack at this, and from the goal line again to the 20 he gets, right side, headed to the outside. He has to move laterally and gets to the 24-yard line. Looking at the Alaska defense real quick, we've already heard from Ryan Tobin. He is the free safety. Evan Carroll, Ryan Davidson, your cornerback tandems. Andrew Francis, DJ Majesty, your outside linebackers. And then big, sexy Alex Dominguez, the defensive MVP of the SFL so far, is in at the defensive tackle position. That's who they're working with against the San Francisco offense. Handoff through the middle for Zulu, and he will not get very far. 2-yard gain. And Ramos, the Storm, they aren't just a great offense. They are a great defense as well. And we've seen it from Tobin earlier. That probably won't be the last pick we see in this game, in my estimation.
Yeah, definitely. Alaska's a team that is top 5 in scoring defense, only trailing Carolina and Mexico City, actually, for the top scoring defense. So this is a very talented group.
That's going to be a throw to the outside. Caught. Spin move. Good spin move as well. Tries a second one that did not quite work, but they do get the first down. Gabriel Manning, his first catch of the ball game from Roby.
That's a beautiful spin move. Gabriel Manning, made the Pro Bowl last season, especially as a returner. He was very good at returning kicks and punts. And right there, Evan Carroll just dives into the dirt with a beautiful spin move.
He dove towards the white chalk. Couldn't quite get him. I formation for the Sharks here on 1st and 10 from their own 37. Got to get it just south of the midfield line for a first. Roby calling different signals at the line. He sees something out of the defense. Hand off to Zulu, and he will, I don't know what he saw, but it wasn't good. And that is 2nd and 11 as they lose a yard.
Something that is very good with Alaska is that, the fact that the secondary is so good, Curtis, that they can put in 7 or even 8 players to basically stop the run and trust their secondary to defend the pass. 3 guys against the 3 other guys, basically man-on-man, one-on-one coverage, and they will get the job done.
Plenty in the box defensively to a pass out to Zulu. He's got some room to run, and he will get out to the 46-yard line, just shy of that first down marker. It'll be a short 3rd down, and they have the whole playbook open to them.
Yes, they do. This was a very good play to put in a 3rd and manageable situation for the San Francisco Sharks, and I think that you have to run the ball again with Zulu, even though you have 8 players in the box for Alaska.
And off through the middle, Zulu can't get there on 3rd down. It'll be 4th and 1, and the Sharks will have a decision to make, and there's big, sexy right there, Alex Dominguez, who gets up to make the play.
I think that you have to punt the ball right now, Curtis. Your defense, even though they allowed a score, they were able to make a half a stop after the interception, but it seems that they're going for it.
I formation. Plenty in the box defensively. Are they going to run this? Big decision from the coaching staff here. They may try to pull them off sides. 8 on the play clock. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to try to do. And it looks like they will not do it. So it is going to be a timeout called by San Francisco. They will bring out the punt unit and give the ball back to the hands of Ron Cochran. And they can turn this into a 2-possession game. Alaska can on a dime. And you know that as well as I do.
Yeah, definitely. And this is a team in Alaska that, only allows 45% of 3rd downs. That is towards the best of the league. And, allowing only 15.20 yards, not yards, but points per game. And I think this is a wise decision for San Fran to punt the ball, because if you miss this fourth down, obviously Alaska has good field position, and it's going to be hard to just stop them.
Punt upcoming. It's going to be a long one. Going to try to pin the Storm back. It'll get to the 14-yard line. Immediately hit there. And he will be taken down fairly simply. Alaska back out on the field. Ron Cochran's second attempt at points. We'll see what they can do with their first actual possession here without having a turnover.
Looking at the offense of Alaska, obviously if they're 5-0, they have scored 31.6 points per game, which is towards the best of the league. Passing yards, 343 yards per game. Ron Cochran, one of the best quarterbacks in the SFL.
No doubt about that. The mustache has ability. Left-hander's going to send one on first down. He got a long catch, and he is gone to the house. That is a touchdown. Optimus Klein, the veteran, is in Pater, and Alaska makes it a two-possession game.
Well, this is a play where obviously he gets in because the corner, number 27, trying to get a name here right quick, played the fullback instead of playing the receiver. They thought they were going to do... Okay, that's the guy. They thought they were going to do like a flat pass or just a pitch to the fullback or something like in the previous drive. But Ron Cochran just delivers a perfect strike, and Optimus Klein was wide open.
Wow. Yeah, that was a miscommunication on defense. I think Camden Hoffman also thought he had some help over the top, but the safeties even went for the run, and that did not work well for San Francisco. Kick on the way for the extra point. It is up, and it is through. So San Fran's going to get the ball back. That's not how you want to go out on defense and lay an egg like that. 10-0 Alaska over the Sharks early.
Yeah, and if you're San Fran, you have to get a good return here from Gabriel Manning. You need to get a spark here. You're down 2 scores already in the first quarter, so you need to have something going your way. An explosive play.
Kick is going to be gone, and it's a good one. It's going to get back to the 4-yard line. Caught there from Gabriel Manning. Manning's going to try to make a return out of this. He'll get all the way to the 25 and get dropped there. So it'll be back out on the field for the San Francisco offense, who all of a sudden are staring at a 10-point deficit. And scoreboard, we're trying to get the trucks to edit that. But either way, Rob Roby and company need to get points on this drive with fear of letting Alaska run away with this.
Correct.
I formation. Looking to throw. Wings it over the middle. That's a nice looking catch. Crossing pattern is going to be a good one. An 9-yard completion is what they're going to give him. Manning with his second catch.
Manning on his second year, 6'4", 220 pounds, the number 1 wide receiver. He was the number 1 wide receiver last season for the San Francisco Sharks, and he was the main target, and he was the best player for San Francisco last year.
I formation again. Plenty on the line defensively. That's going to be a movement. Oh, what a grab! And he may go. He's gone to the house. It is the tight end, Matt Burnham, who's going to burn him all the way to pay dirt, and the Sharks have a touchdown.
I say what you did there, and Matt Burnham was not wide open, but Rob Roby with his arm strength throwing him open. Look at that throw. That's a beautiful throw in stride, and nice speed right there by the tight end, outrunning everybody and getting in the paint. And this is the answer. This is the explosive play that San Francisco desperately needed.
Yes, they did. Absolutely. And you take a look at Rob Roby, you take away his interception. He's 4 for 5 in this game. He's been off to a good start in this contest. 66-yard touchdown catch for Matt Burnham, the tight end, who indeed was able to turn on the Jets and get separation. And the Sharks are back in with a shout, pending, of course, this extra point. Low snap. It is up still, and it is good. So 2 touchdowns in the span of 2 plays. And don't look now, but we have a tight ball game as we get to the last quarter of the first quarter in Alaska.
And if you remember, the Rob Roby incompletion was the interception by Ryan Tobin. Mm-hmm. So other than that, he's been pretty accurate throwing the ball to his receivers. So far a rating of 118.75. Again, big shout out to Suicide King on the stats.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
And Gerald Smith is his first and last name if you guys are looking for him. But huge shout out to our stats team in general as well, as they keep us accurate up and in the booth. That is a return for Jeff Como. He's going to get it to the 25-yard line, and Alaska is back out on the field as Ron Cochran looks to answer the long touchdown potentially with another touchdown of his own.
Yeah, and let's see how San Francisco plays now. If look at the space now, Curtis, by the corners. They don't want to get burnt deep again.
Yeah, I'm sure the coaching staff will let them hear it. This will be a handoff. Going to the left. Has some room to run. Jason Williams, the fullback, gets all the way to the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 39, but it's a fresh set for Alaska.
A lot of space in the corners, a lot of space in the secondary. Leave this Jason Williams big opening. The linebacker's not there fast enough to make the stop before Jason Williams gets to the first down.
3 attempts for 24 yards for him already, as they are using their fullback. You take a look there at the mustache. Got the clear visor working as well. That's Williams in the backfield. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top for Alaska's offense. And the 39, Cochran with the drop back. Looks to throws to the outside, and has the angle on a short one to Williams on the comeback route. And that is a 3-yard gain on a pretty short pass. 4 yards is what they'll say.
And I really like how Alaska involves the fullback in just so many ways in so many situations. They run outside the tackles, between the tackles. They throw the ball to the outside of, sometimes they put it in the backfield and run like a straight route across the middle. So it's very impressive to see how Alaska involves the fullback in so many ways.
Cochran to throw again. Has plenty of time. Puts it over the middle. That's going to be a nice looking catch for Optimus Klein. His second catch. 1 burned him for a touchdown. This one gets him into San Francisco territory.
That's a quick slant route. A very easy concept, but very effective in this Alaska offense. Wide open in between the coverage. And, Alaska's offense looks very, very strong. They have scored in 2 out of 2 drives, trying to make it 3 out of 3.
Under center is Cochran. He's got 5 in the box defensively against him. Plenty in the secondary. They're also backing off of the receivers quite a bit. Cochran to throw. Throws short. It's a nice-looking short route. Looked like a curl for the tight end. He's going to bring that one in. It'll be a 2nd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, with a 2nd and 3, this is time where, you can even put in Jason Williams again in the backfield and run the ball to, spread the defense a little bit and run the ball up the middle.
See what Cochran has for us on 2nd and 3. Looks to throw. Plenty of time to the outside. Has a catch and a first down and a few more. It'll be a catch into the 28-yard line he gets. And Robert Merrill has another grab. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Robert Merrill, another Pro Bowler on this offense. Just so many Pro Bowlers in this Alaska team from last year. You have Alex Dominguez, Ron Cochran, you have Robert Merrill. You have so many guys who are just so talented, and that's why this is the best team in the league right now.
To the outside, Williams has the ball. Room to run in front of him, and he gets hit at the 22-yard line. They'll mark him at the 21. 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard gain. Stanley Nordellis, first time we've seen him.
Mm-hmm. Ron Cochran right now up to a perfect rating so far of 158.33 with a touchdown as well, 7 out of 8, 131 yards already in the first quarter.
Yeah, he is en fuego. No doubt about that. Split back formation for Cochran. Handoff through the middle, trying to grind his way forward for a first down, just a hair short. It'll be a 3rd and 1. Good defense by the Sharks to try to deny him the first.
Yeah, if I'm Alaska, I'm running basically the same exact play. The first down was there, and I think that you have to trust your offensive line and give the ball to Jason Williams up the middle one more time.
They'll have it split backs again. They've run from this formation before. We'll see if they do it again. Sharks creeping up on the line. They see run. And Cochran sees pass through the middle. Oh, it was nearly picked off and probably should have been. That is a San Francisco miscue. Should have been taking it back the other way. Chad Guy had a shot, couldn't bring it in.
That's a big missed opportunity there, because that's some points on the board that Alaska will have with a field goal to make 13-7. And obviously, if you make that interception, probably you're not returning it all the way for a score, but at least you're giving your offense the ball back with only a 3-point deficit.
Should be a 35-yard attempt for Brad Burchett again. Good snap. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is going to find its way home through the uprights, and Alaska takes a 13-7 lead as we get to the tail end of the first quarter. Good amount of points. High-scoring first quarter, as you've already seen 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals in this contest early, Ramos.
Yeah, and if you're San Francisco right now, I mean, situation where Alaska has played better, I think we can agree. But at the same time, if you can get a touchdown here, you will take the lead. Despite throwing an interception, despite having to punt, you could potentially have the lead if you can score a touchdown here.
Chance for Gabriel Manning to bring it back. He's going to get to the 15, sidestep to the 20, to the 25, and he will be dropped at that 25-yard line. Already 3 drives have started on each 25-yard line. Interesting. This little stat for you there. Rob Roby back out on the field as he will go against the Storm defense again. He got a long touchdown on his last drive. If he gets another one here, he can give the Sharks the lead.
Yeah, they can, and this is an I formation. If I'm San Francisco, I'm trying to run the ball up the middle right into Alex Dominguez.
Looks to throw to the outside, has a catch for Manning. That is going to get to the outside, a 4-yard completion, 2nd and 6 on the other side.
Gary Manning, the number 1 wide receiver on this team, will be targeted a lot. I'm presuming here in this game for the Sharks, and this is a quarterback in Rob Roby who has shown a lot of talent and a lot of poise in these previous games.
2nd and 6 coming. That was Manning's 3rd catch of the afternoon. To throw, Roby to the outside. That's caught, and he may go. That is to the 40-yard line, 30. He may get to the house. He's going to get taken down from behind. Very close. Gabriel Manning nearly burned him again, and they are going to move it into the red zone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Rob Roby is not shy of throwing the ball deep right there for Evan Carroll. But this is a big guy in the wide receiver, Gabriel Manning, and he just hops and makes the catch, and he just ran out of gas at the end. Ryan told me with a big tackle.
Yeah, that's a great looking play. They have it at the 10-yard line, just about to pay dirt again. San Francisco's offense coming alive here early in this game. Handoff through the middle, has some room, and he'll get all the way to the 5, Will Zulu. And
that's a great run by
2nd and goal.
Yeah, that's a great run on first down. The field shrinks right here, Curtis, so it's harder to move the ball because basically you have the entire defense within 15-20 yards at all times. So it is very hard to move the ball, and that's a big time run to make it a 2nd and goal at the 4.
I can see him getting the ball again. He will. It's going to be to the left side this time, and he'll creep his way forward for a couple more. And it doesn't say he moved. I beg to differ, but they'll spot it where they want. Matt comes in, makes the stop. It'll be 3rd and goal. And that is going to do it for the first quarter of play. 13-7. Storm over the Sharks, but the Sharks are circling. This is the Rivalry Night on the SFL on Twitch, presented by APM Music. We'll be back right after this.
APM Music is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com and visit their all-new esports landing page to find the best highlight music, heroic action, and epic sounds to boost the quality of your esports stream just like us. Log on to form.apmmusic.com/esports for more information. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
Here at MediaTek, our goal is to create a well-rounded media professional. MediaTek is a place where you can turn dreams into reality. Our comprehensive recording arts, digital film, animation, mobile apps, and web development courses are focused on being very hands-on. We are a career-focused school. Our instructors are not only great teachers, they are also working professionals with real-world experience. MediaTek. Come see what your future holds.
Rivalry Night on Twitch is presented by APM Music, Show Business Studios, MediaTek Institute, Richards Printworks, ScoreStream, and Spygo. And to take a look at the mountains just outside of downtown Anchorage, Alaska, up 13-7, as the Sharks are knocking on the door. Not sure how Sharks can swim to your front door, but they are right there at the 4-yard line. Under center is Rob Roby looking to punch it in, give his team the lead. Roby to throw, pump fake to the outside. Oh, that was nearly a pick six. It was read all the way through, and San Fran with the target, Mickey Martino, nearly gave it up to Ryan Davidson.
Yeah, he nearly did, and I'm not sure why he threw the ball to him. I think that inside he had a receiver who could have probably gotten a touchdown, maybe, but it's a play where it's a third down, it's at the 4, and it's just a tough situation where you're not close enough to run it in, but at the same time, you don't have many space to maneuver because you're at the 4-yard line to run some routes. So that was well defended by Alaska.
Rositarian Sloan, the star kicker for the Sharks, out with a chip shot in his front view. 21-yard field goal attempt from the left hash is good. So Sloan will knock it through, get them back to within 3 points. They'll give Alaska back the football, but they were able to get points out of the drive. I'm sure they wanted the touchdown out of it, though.
Yeah, definitely. But if you can get some points, that's always good. Alaska at one point in the game had a 10-0 lead. So, keeping it close to 13-10 right now, three-point game. You have to feel okay for San Francisco right now. If you're San Francisco, to be away from home and just keeping it close for now, I think you have to do that.
Ooh, that's going to be a run to the right for Jeff Como. He's going to get the ball to the 31-yard line. Good return. And that is where Ron Cochran and company will come out for their next drive. Cochran, 1 touchdown already, 2 field goals for his offense as well. His 1 touchdown did not come from close range, a long one. And you take a look at the San Francisco defense, Chad Guy, who had a chance at an interception earlier. Cochran's ready in the gun. Low snap, looks to throw. Throws short. That is a short catch. It's not going to go for more than a couple of yards, 4 to be exact. And that is going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that is just going to be the 8th completion for Ron Cochran in this ball game. Just a little bit under 140 yards, and still a very good quarterback rating of 152, because he only has 2 incompletions and a score as well in this game.
Yep, he is on point at the moment. He's got 1 in the backfield offset for him. He will throw on 2nd down to the outside. Oh, it was tipped and nearly intercepted back the other way. Cochran can't believe it. It's going to be 3rd down.
Man, that was pick 6 material. If you're San Fran, you want that one back, because if that is intercepted, I don't think Optimus Klein, despite his speed, has the wheels to chase him down. So now it's a 3rd and long. Well, not really a 3rd and long, but this is a 3rd and medium yard situation. So let's see if San Francisco can make a stop here.
6 in the box defensively for San Fran. Cochran to throw. Puts it over the right side. That's caught. And it is a 1st down. And that's a good one for Jeff Como, who brings it in. 1st and 10, the Storm are moving.
Jeff Como, and not just because of the number, but also because of the size, reminds me a lot of Dijon Swan of the Aztecs last season. He's a big, tall guy that it is deceptively fast and quick. He does that slant route, that quick out or something, and he is very good at it. He has very good hands.
Cochran now looking for his potential 10th completion of this game versus 3 incompletions. After this play, he's got split backs. They've run into this formation before. They'll throw this time. Over the middle, caught, and he had to wing it over the referee's head over the middle. But that is a good-looking catch for Optimus Klein, and he has 113 yards.
That's a perfect throw. He had to put in like above the referee, as you said, and also a defender, linebacker right there. And that was a perfect throw on a slant route. And again, that's something that Alaska does very well. That quick slant, that quick in is the bread and butter.
That'll be a handoff, and going absolutely nowhere is going to be Jason Williams. Good-looking tackle by Abner St. John, the defensive end, as he's able to get in and stop the run.
Yeah, again, Alaska with a very good drive. I'm expecting here to see a little bit of Jason Williams. Probably, that kind of sweep play that they do out of the shotgun, where the offensive line pulls to the right or to the left, depending.
Oh, Cochran over the middle. What a grab in triple coverage. No way. Jeff Como brings it in at the 16-yard line, and they're in the red zone for the first time today.
Yeah, that's why this offense is so good. You have a great quarterback, but you also have incredible receiver. Look at that. That's a perfect throw and even a better catch. Yeah.
That is a nasty throw from Ron Cochran, the southpaw. San Francisco, not sure what they are going to do about that. Shotgun formation for Cochran. It'll be a handoff to Williams to the left side, but the cross run is not going to work. He'll get stopped for a loss, and Chad Guy gets up to make the play from the linebacking position.
That's a great play by Chad Guy. That's that sweet play that Alaska loves to do, and Chad Guy had that one all the way. Ron Cochran only has 3 incompletions so far in this ball game and 188 yards.
TJ Cag SFL, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Under center is Cochran. Looking to throw, good drop back, plenty of pocket, throws over the middle, caught, and that is a Storm touchdown. Just over the middle, and that's Jason Williams, the fullback, who found it in the end zone.
That's what I was saying, how they put in the fullback in just so many ways to make plays, and that's an incredible catch by anybody in your backfield. You have when you have that kind of weapon that because Jason Williams has the toughness to get the ball and run over people, but he also is quick enough to make routes and burn the defense deep.
Extra point going to be on the way very shortly. Alaska is going to make this a 20-10 football game. Back to a 2-possession score, and now the ball is in Rob Roby's court. He's got to make a play for his Sharks to get back into it again, as they're staring in the face of a 10-point deficit. See what they can do on this next drive as we get to the tail end of the first half already.
Yep.
All right, let's get ready to kick it away. San Francisco going to get the ball back, moving right to left on your television screens. It's going to be to the 4-yard line. Caught there by Gabriel Manning. He'll bring it back to the 20. Spin move gets him free. He may have another one here. Tries to break a last tackle at the 43, but he's taken down from behind. What a return for Gabriel Manning, and he's been threatening to break one all afternoon.
Yeah, definitely he has, and that's why he made the pro pass. He has to back down because the kick was deep by Brad Bretschett, and then he just reads his blockers, makes a great spin move, and just runs over people. Just a perfect combination between, finesse and power that Gabriel Manning has, and he just, again, lacking a little bit of wheels. We saw in a deep pass where he was unable to take it all the way. He was chased down, so regardless, this is a great return.
I formation thrown by Roby over the middle, and a clothesline is going to bring down his man. What a tackle there, as the San Francisco Sharks' Mickey Martino with his first catch.
Mickey Martino is a really good wide receiver. It's a good wide receiver that I like. Your guy that just runs those cross routes and just those out routes. I think that he's a little bit unutilized in this offense. I would like to see a little bit more of him.
And they got Gabriel Manning on one side and him on the other side. That's going to be over the middle, and it's a nice-looking catch again. The Sharks are moving the ball. Roby is already 175-plus for his effort today, and that's a great one over the middle for him.
Robbie right there with a quick release. Look, it's just like just flicks the wrist, and the ball goes shooting like a cannon. And we have not heard anything about Alex Dominguez. It just speaks volumes on how good this offensive line has played so far.
Yeah, they're keeping Roby in the pocket, which is good, and keeping him upright. Handoff to the left side for Zulu. Ogunzulu not able to get anywhere. It'll be a 3-yard loss to the 41.
And that is just on the blocker. The blocker was, I think, the guard. Yeah, the guard, number 62, pulls to the left, and he doesn't see the linebacker, Francis. And that was the reason why this was a 3-yard loss.
Andrew Francis, the tackling party on that play. Offset running back for the Sharks. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. That one at the bottom, Gabriel Manning. Handoff. Chance for Zulu. He's going to try to break through 3 different Storm players. He will at least get positive yardage, but not very much of it. 3rd and 11 on the way. And that's another one for the Alaska secondary to stop.
Yeah, this is not field goal range yet. This is a team in San Francisco who does have a contracted kicker in Slow, number 17.
Yep.
But, this is not field goal range yet. Probably they need about 7 more yards.
And that's going to be over the middle. They got their 7 yards at least. That's going to be an 8-yard completion. Might even be 9, as Brown Jr., the backup wide receiver, is going to bring that ball in. They get him to the 31. From here, a 48-yard attempt for their star kicker.
Yeah, you have to kick the field goal here. You cannot just go for it and points on the board. I think that you have to trust your kicker and make it a one-possession game.
From the left hash. It's been threatening rain all afternoon. Systems at the moment are looking that it might show up after the game. That's going to be a kick that is right down Main Street from 47, and there was plenty more leg behind it. As San Francisco's Razatarian Sloan able to knock that one home.
It's a beautiful looking kick. It's an important play for San Francisco to keep this in one scoring game. So now, if there's still some time left in this second quarter, but if you can limit the Alaska offense right now, maybe force a punt or something, you might have a shot to even score before the half is over, or go to halftime with just a 1-score deficit.
Ball on the 30. It's going to be a kick all the way down to Jeff Como, who's waiting at the 6. Has the ball. Gets it to the 15, the 20, and he'll get absolutely obliterated at the 25-yard line. Another drive that starts at the 25 for Alaska.
Yes, indeed. Looking at the stats again for Ron Cochran, 12 out of 15, 206 yards in the first half, a perfect quarterback rating, including 2 touchdowns. Taking a look at the fullback here, Jason Williams, 6 carries for 26 yards, and also has 3 catches for 28 yards and scored.
Yep, and Jason Williams has been very, very good through the air. We'll see if they utilize him on the ground here. Cochran's utilizing Williams through the air here. He's going to have a first down to the 40-plus, to under the 43, and Jason Williams, 3 catches, now 40 yards, and that is a good start for him through the air.
Sorry, I misread. It was 2 catches for 28 yards. Now he has 3 for 40. And this is a nice-looking concept. The wide receiver goes deep, even the open space for Jason Williams to go underneath, get the catch, and a first down.
Take a look there again at Chad Guy. He's going to be trying to interrupt this Alaska offense. 1st and 10 from the 43. Running back coming. Chance to the outside. Caught. Is it inbounds? It is. It's a 6-yard completion for Jeff Como. And he'll make it a 2nd and medium.
Yeah, and this quickly, now not San Francisco, but Alaska is at midfield. Now, to control this pace, because you want to score and not leave much time for San Fran, honestly, I will probably run the ball, even when standing Nordellis, to probably either get a first down or make it a 3rd and short.
And that's going to be to the outside and incomplete. Optimus Klein, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Storm. And Cochran's placed with a 3rd and medium with the entire playbook in front of him.
And this is a situation where they put in, the wide receivers, and they just run that, slant pattern. It's just so effective, and sometimes it's coming, but you just simply can't stop it.
Chance for Cochran. Plenty of time. Wings it left side. Has a catch and out of bounds. Oh, he was gone if he doesn't have a misstep, but it's a 1st and 10 at least. They moved downfield.
Yeah, that's Jason Williams again. And, again, it's the fact that this secondary just not playing the deep pass. It's just kind of waiting for a flat throw, or I'm not sure what they're waiting, but they're leaving receivers wide open.
And that's going to be San Francisco on the sideline going to challenge whether this catch was made in bounds. Looked good to me.
Yeah, it did look to me. It did look good to me as well, Curtis. I think this catch in the first half.
Yeah, we'll take a look here. Reminder: this is a 1 foot league. Got to have 1 foot, and there it is right there. Yep, that's indeed a catch, and should not be called otherwise. We'll see if that's the case.
Yep.
After review, the play stands.
Yep, it is indeed a catch. Freddie Pollard is going to waste a timeout on that particular play, as Max Paul able to take a look and like that call, at least 20-13 still. Storm out in front. You take a look there at Williams. He's in the backfield along with one other. I believe that's Stanley Nordellis along with Cochran. Handoff. Williams going to the right. Going to try to break through a tackle, and he'll have some help pushing him forward after a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 on the way.
Alaska now in field goal range effectively, and with this type of situation, Curtis, I think that you have to still give the ball to Jason Williams a little bit. He has been your workhorse so far. He has 85 combined yards between rushing and receiving. He has been very good so far, and probably the MVP for Alaska this first half.
That's going to be a run through the middle again, pushing his way forward. Not quite able to get the first is Williams. Williams at 4.5 a carry. That's darn good for a fullback who carries a majority of this rushing load.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. And, the Jason Williams Swiss knife, where you can just put him anywhere on the field. You can put him receiving, we just saw him running a post route to catch
That's about all the utilization, all the definition you need from him. That is going to be a run through the middle. They have another first down to speak of just outside of the red zone as Jason Williams gets another touch of the ball.
Yeah, and San Francisco just doesn't know where Jason Williams is going. If it's going 20 yards down the field, if he's just going to run inside, if he's going to run outside, if he's going to do a corner route. I mean, it gets to the point where it's like you just put in 3 players against him probably.
Cochran to throw from his own 30, moves up in the pocket. He's in a dangerous spot, and finally the Sharks are going to be able to circle and get him. That is at long last, and that is, I believe, going to be Abner St. John who gets the first sack of the game for either team.
Yeah, Ron Cochran just did not have anywhere to throw the football to. I think he just needed to step up in the pocket and try to scramble. Instead, he goes backwards and gets sacked for a big loss.
At that point, just wing it as far as you can towards the end zone. I mean, put it over the end zone at that point. That's going to be a throw and catch to the outside, not much to it. And that is Stanley Nordellis who gets the catch, but not any gain. And that is 2nd and 10 coming. Or third and a long coming, I should say.
Yeah, it's this is a 3rd and long, and I think
2-minute warning as we get to it. 120 seconds to go in the first half on Rivalry Night on Twitch, presented by APM Music. You were saying, Ramos.
Yeah, sorry, this game has gone just so fast, and we've had so many incredible plays. I just lost track of time, but I think that obviously this is going to be a deep throw by Ron Cochran. So I think that if you're San Francisco, you just have to cover deep and just stop the first half.
Prevent defense coming. Cochran's going to wing it. Catch! Oh, he stepped out of bounds, though. Oh, he had a chance at the end zone at the 6-yard line. He steps out of bounds, and Robert Merrill puts points back on the table.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate play by Robert Merrill. However, if you're San Francisco, how does that happen? I mean, this is the 3rd and forever, and you just do not cover probably the best wide receiver of the Storm.
Yeah, you can't let that guy get open. You can't let that guy have only one guy on him, let alone put nobody in his general zip code. That was a big secondary mishap by the Sharks, and they may pay for it dearly. The Stormer at the 6-yard line. Cochran to throw. Looks, has plenty of time, pocket holding beautifully. He's got at least 7 seconds, make it 8, 9, 10, 11 seconds to throw, and he gets rid of it by putting it off the back of the Shark player in front of him. And that was the most obscure play I think I've seen in my time in the SFL. It's second and goal.
That was so weird. And if you're Ron Cochran, I don't know. I know that you don't have a 4 speed, but try to scramble, try to make somebody. I mean, we just got to halftime almost.
That should have been a touchdown. He had all day to run that in. This will be Cochran under center in a split backs. Handoff. Jason Williams finds the end zone for the second time today. The Storm will score, and they will turn this into a 27-13 lead.
Again, a very questionable play call by the San Francisco defense. I mean, there was nobody there on the front 7 trying to stop Jason Williams. This is easy for number 34.
Yeah. That's an easy one for Williams. Second time he's hit the end zone today, once on a catch over the middle. Second time a traditional run off the split backs formation. And it'll bring on the kicker, Brad Burchett, as he will put this up through the air. And a big touchdown to get before the half as well. San Francisco started with the football, so they will have to kick it away at the start of the second half, 27-13 after the extra point. We will see San Francisco get the ball back here very shortly. We'll have to run a 2-minute drill to try to get something before the half. All right. Kick is just about to be on the way. Gabriel Manning waiting back in San Francisco territory to get the football. And he will have to grab it at the 3. Caught there, get it to the 10, 15, 20. Moves on a spin move to the right, and he tries to break one again, gets to the 27-yard line. And that is where Rob Roby and company will start this next drive. A little bit of time, Ramos. They can try to get something before the half. It would be a waste for them to try to run down the clock here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I'm looking forward to see a little bit of Matt Burnham. Has one catch, but that catch went for 66 yards and a score. Since then, we've not seen anything for number 87.
See, what do we get out of him on first down? Caught over the middle, and I think asking you shall receive. That is indeed... Oh, it's not quite him. That is actually going to be the other one we don't see a lot of from the Sharks, and that is Mickey Martino, his only second catch.
Yeah, and, this is something that San Francisco has to do. Right now, you still have some time, so, at least take it a little bit, closer to field goal range and get some points before the half.
Under center, Roby to throw, moves in the pocket, moves to the right, throwing on the run, caught, and what a grab it was, past midfield. They're going to start the no huddle.
That's a beautiful play by Roby, just throwing across his body and delivering a perfect throw.
That was Gabriel Manning on the throw. Roby's going to have to get out of pressure here, and he's not going to be able to. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was Big Sexy on the sack. And yes, number 69, Alex Dominguez, with his first sack of the game. Chance for Roby again on the run, and that was nearly a problem coming back the other way. They will live to tell about it. It's 3rd and 16.
Yeah, that was just a miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback, where the thought he had to break his route and go up the field, and the quarterback just almost threw a pick 6. Now with a 3rd and long is the time where Alex Dominguez and these guys just go and chase the quarterback. So he needs some time. Roby does.
He's going to try to get some time. Offensive line's played well up until now, and finally the Storm get to him, change their scheme, and it seems to be working. And again, Big Sexy lays down the law, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, it's just the fact where, it's like, it gets to the point where it's like, anybody can sack me except Alex Dominguez. I don't care if you have 3 guys on him, just stop number 69, and we can take care of the other guys one-on-one. But, again, very unfortunate for San Francisco. Wow. Almost.
That was nearly blocked. That'll be a chance for Como on the return, not much to it. He'll get to the 20-yard line, and that is a good chance for the Sharks to run down the clock. Actually, that is the half, I do believe. So, halftime coming up. It is 27-13 at the end of 2 quarters. We'll be back after this short break. Actually, we'll have Ramos lead us into the break during the halftime report. Ramos, your thoughts on the first half?
I just think that the Storm have played like they had, and they have been executed perfectly on everything. Jason Williams getting involved, Ron Cochran throwing the ball deep to Optimus Klein, getting Robert Merrill involved, Big Sexy with 2 big sacks at the end of the half. Ryan Tobin has an interception, so I think everything has gone Alaska's way. They game plan for this one perfectly, I think. And I just think it's the fact where San Francisco does need to have a big play on special teams. Probably a big return by Gary Manning, who could probably, return to the house or something huge to get back in this ball.
Well, enjoy the highlights package from the first half. We'll be back in Anchorage after this short break. This is the Rivalry Night on Twitch, presented by APM Music. Back in downtown Anchorage for the start of the third quarter of play. 27-13, the defending champs have the 2-touchdown lead over the upstart San Francisco Sharks. 5-0 Storm, 2-2 San Francisco, as both these teams in the Western Conference trying to make a statement. And no better way for the Sharks to make a statement than to possibly pull out a comeback win, which they will attempt to do. Alaska starts with the football, however. Jeff Como ready to return it. And that kick is on its way from Sloan. Kick caught, got it to the 20, the 25, and Como will get to the 28-yard line. 27 is where they'll mark him to start this drive. Ron Cochran, who's been efficient, and he's been pretty good, has a 14-point lead to work with, can make it a 3-possession game with a good drive here.
Yeah, they for sure can. I mean, they have the Alaska due to put this game out of reach pretty soon. If they really put in a drive here, I mean, with 3 scores, it's going to be very difficult.
That's going to be a throw short, and he's going the wrong way. That's a problem. And that is a catch, but not for much going the right way. And that is a loss of yardage. It's 2nd and 12.
That's a very, very unfortunate play right there by Alaska, where turn from a potential 7 or 8 yard gain to a 2-yard loss. So Ron Cochran, I think, is better off putting the ball into his star receivers instead of the practice squad players.
This will be Cochran in the gun. Looks to throw, plenty of time. He's going to send it deep. Right side. Oh, the jump and nearly caught. That is unfortunate that he could not bring that one down. Would have been a great interception, but it is 3rd and 12. Cristiano Torres nearly brought that one back in.
And this is the opportunity for San Francisco to make a stop here on 3rd down and get the ball back to make a statement here in the second half. This is going to be huge if they can force a 3-and-out.
3-and-out would be monstrous, but the last time the Storm had a 3-and-out, they were able to hit Robert Merrill deep on a post route, or on a corner route, sorry. If you were the Sharks, you cannot let that happen again. Plenty in the secondary. Looks like they're playing more man than zone. Chance for Cochran. Thrown over the middle, and he tried to put it within 5 players of the opposite jersey couldn't get it done. And that is 4th and 12, and the Sharks will force a punt from the defending champs.
That's huge for San Francisco to catch a break right there, get the ball back with the entire third quarter ahead of you. Let's see if Gary Manning can put in a good return here and set up the San Francisco Sharks in good field position.
17 for 24 is Cochran after that drive. And a high snap on the punt, but plenty of time to get it away. It will be sent deep to the 40. Caught there by Manning, and he will bring it back to the 42-yard line. 43 is where they'll mark him. So here we go. Rob Roby still has a chance in this game. They need points. They need them quickly. And I don't think they can afford at this point to be trading field goals with the Storm. They could use Pater, and they could use it pretty quickly.
Definitely. You cannot come away obviously empty here. You have to take advantage of the 3 and out and try and get some points here quickly.
Handoff through the middle. It's Ogunzulu. He's going to get to the midfield stripe, an 8-yard run, and he has a 2nd and 2 for his guys as they try to move the chains.
Good play by Zulu right there to make it a manageable 2nd down. And now, Gabriel Manning, this is where he can make something happen, because obviously Alaska might be hoping for a run. Look at how many players are close. So probably like a deep post route could be a perfect play call for San Francisco right now.
Let's see what Roby has at the throw to the outside. It is caught. Not much to it other than Mickey Martino able to bring that one in, and towards the sideline it goes for a 1st down.
Yeah, that's very important to get 1st downs here, to string some plays together, have your defense on the sidelines to get some rest. And, right now they are about 15 yards away from field goal range.
Just past the midfield stripe, Roby's in the gun by himself. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. The one at the top is Gabriel Manning. Looks to throw. Throws right side, and that was nearly going back the other way.
Ooh.
While we wait for the next play, let's hear a quick message from the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter @SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Good word there from Andy Hamilton. Throw to the outside for Zulu, and he gets lit up like a Christmas tree on 2nd down. They'll lose a yard. 3rd and 11 upcoming Ramos. Do you have to pass here, or could you do something kind of shifty with Zulu?
Yeah, it's right now 3rd and long, so let's see if Gabriel Manning can be in one-on-one situations. Look at the defense right there. The safeties are very close to the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, caught, and a 1st down for the Sharks. That's a good run throw on 3rd down. Gabriel Manning brings in his 6th catch on 6 targets, and Roby has a 1st down for his squad.
That's a beautiful pass, beautiful throw, and a beautiful catch right there by Gabriel Manning, getting the down and getting field goal range as well. So, probably right now a change of pace with Zulu, but, they're going empty. So this is another throw.
Under center. Roby to throw. To the outside. Caught. 5-yard, maybe a 6-yard. They'll call it 7, actually. So a 7-yard gain for San Fran. Gabriel Manning, again, his 7th catch. And he's carrying the offensive receiving load for this Sharks roster. And they are in field goal range at this moment.
Yeah, now in field goal range. And, it's the perfect, it's the perfect situation here for San Francisco to make a statement here in the 3rd quarter.
That's a throw and a 1st down. Another one for Manning. His 3rd catch on as many plays. He's got his 8th catch of the ball game. He's closing in on double digits. We just started the 3rd quarter. He's been on point.
Yeah, he has. And, now more than 100 yards and 116 yards right now. And, he's been the go-to receiver for San Francisco for a couple seasons now.
Under center. Has Ogunzulu in the backfield. Plenty in the box defensively for Alaska. Plenty of drop back from Roby. He's going to fire this left side. That is going to be caught. Is it Manning again? It is. But he has stepped out of bounds. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think that was out of bounds just barely. That was a good play call, but maybe the ball was thrown a little bit late. Probably had to be thrown half a second earlier, and that would have been a catch.
Let's see if San Francisco wants to challenge that. Looks like they are going to make the play. 2nd and 10 for Roby. Pump fake thrown over the middle. It hit a Storm player in the back. DJ Majesty made the stop on the pass. Deflect is what he'll get credit for. It's 3rd and 10.
This is where Alaska really toughens up and just doesn't let anybody get in the end zone. And it's that time where Alex Dominguez and those guys can put the pressure on the quarterback, force an errant throw. And then you have Ryan Tobin and Davidson and those guys trying to get interceptions.
Interesting that they did not challenge that call from earlier, as Manning could not bring that one in. And a chance for Roby. He gets hit as he threw, and he does get it away. But that is not without a whole bunch of resistance in the backfield. And that is 4th and 10. The Sharks will have to try a field goal.
To make it still a 2-possession game, technically. It's an 11-point game, so touchdown and a 2-point conversion and the field goal. So obviously you have to take the points and make it a little bit of a closer game.
Yeah, I mean, it's too early to start thinking about going for it on 4th down at that range. So you gotta take the points as you can get them. And he's got to get a couple stops against Alaska here.
Correct.
Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is through from 37. So the Sharks get points. Rivalry night gets a little bit closer. If you guys are just joining us, missed a good game so far, as Rositarian Sloan knocks that one through. Chris Curtis, Ramos, Lynn, the SFL champion from Season 9, Mexico City Aztecs, along with you in the broadcast booth. Gerald Smith doing stats and doing them very well. He has kept us accurate and on point all night long. Huge thanks to you. And I know he can hear me as he's in the broadcast booth with us. So good stuff from him. Good stuff from you guys. Everybody in the chat. I've seen Andy Hamilton poke his head in. I've seen Mighty. I've seen Ron Cochran poke his head in. A whole bunch of others. C. Pundy, I see you in there as well. Thank you guys for showing out on this rivalry night as Jeff Como is going to get to the 34-yard line. 33 is where they'll mark him. And Ron Cochran back out on the field.
Yeah, we've seen a San Francisco team that, Roby so far is 17 out of 22, 243 yards, has a touchdown and an interception for a quarterback rating of a little bit under 110, whilst Alaska has Ron Cochran with still an incredible rating of 133.85.
Chance for Cochran on 1st down to the left side. That is going to be caught for Optimus Klein. First time we've called his name in a while. Only 4 catches, but well over 100 yards and has a long touchdown to his credit. And they will get 3 yards out of him here.
This is Optimus Klein, that receiver that probably he gets those only 2 or 3 catches in the game, but he makes them count. We always see Optimus Klein getting in the end zone.
Split backs for Ron Cochran. 6 in the box defensively. Looks to throw, wings it over the middle, and it pass deflect in the San Francisco secondary. Klein was the intended target. It'll be 3rd and 7.
That was nice coverage by the defensive backfield of the San Francisco Sharks, forcing a 3rd and 7. And if San Francisco can get another stop here, Curtis, it's going to be very interesting. The Alaska Storm defense will be putting back on the field again with just 3 plays of rest.
Well, if there's ever something to be said about Ron Cochran, though, don't count him out on 3rd down. 3rd and 7 here. They did punt last time. Don't expect that to happen again. Deep and caught. And he may break a tackle, and he is going to go to the house. That is an Alaska touchdown. Never count that man out. And Alaska, Jeff Como, brings it to the end zone.
Wow, what a throw by Ron Cochran. He diagnosed that one all. He knew he was going to be open, and he was. Jeff Como, the wide receiver, look at this. They were expecting probably the short throw. The safety was not there on time, and just a broken tackle, and he's off to the races and gone to the paint.
Wow. And he took a nap in the end zone for good measure on the celebration. 33 going to be 34-16, and the Alaska Storm starting to run away with it. Sharks are kicking field goals. Storm are getting touchdowns, and that's dangerous for the 2-2 Sharks as they stare right down the barrel of the defending champs as they try to kick the extra point.
Yeah, especially against a team like Alaska, you just cannot answer with field goals. At some point, it's gonna keep you close in games, but at the end of the day, you're just not gonna keep up with this offense.
And that is going to be up and through on the extra point, 18-point game. All of a sudden, San Francisco is going to get a ball back, but they need touchdowns, and they need them pretty quick, as we are still only about halfway through this third quarter, so there's still time, but they cannot give up touchdowns like that, especially to Ron Cochran, who will find an opening about anywhere you get it. Ball on the 30, and that is going to be up and away for Gabriel Manning to bring in. He'll catch it at the 1-yard line, bring it back to the 20. 25, 30, nope, not quite the 30. 26 is where they're going to mark him, and that is where Rob Roby will come back out. Don't forget, Rob Roby was a Week 3 undrafted signing for the San Francisco Sharks and has played amicably well, but he has gotten a really big test from this Alaska secondary, and albeit they're down, but he's played pretty well.
He's played amazing. I mean, 17 out of 22, just 5 completions, has a score, and 243 yards. His rating is over 100, so he's played incredibly well.
And that is going to be a tipped ball at the point of contact. Evan Carroll with a chance at it, couldn't bring it in on the interception. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Gary Manning trying to do that slant route again, and has not worked in this couple of last attempts that San Francisco has tried to go in the slant route. And I think this is an opportunity for San Francisco to put their tight end deep. Burnham has been really quiet since the first quarter.
Offset I formation for the Sharks. Chance for Roby. Get it to the outside to Zulu. Ogun Zulu will have a run in front of him with the football. Get a 4-yard gain out of it. It'll be 3rd and 5. So Roby, 1 touchdown, 1 interception to his credit. He's going to have to do something. Work a little bit of magic to get a first down on this play as you look there at Ryan Davidson.
I really like that play. It was like a flat pass to the flat, but he was he's running back up the field.
Oh, that's a catch. But is he gonna get there? No. 4th and 2. He's 2 yards short of the first down. That is the 9th catch of the football game for Gabriel Manning, but it's not enough to move the sticks.
That's an unfortunate play right there by Manning. He did not run that one past the first down marker, and a great job by Evan Carroll to make the stop before the first quarter got there. Before the first down got there,
Snap is to the left on the punt. Alaska's going to have the football back. Chance for Como to do something, and he will get dropped at the 31-yard line. And Ron Cochran back out on the field could potentially put this football game away if he's able to get another touchdown for the Storm.
Yeah, if he scores another time, I think it's going to be almost impossible for San Francisco to come back. They have been unable to score touchdowns, as you said. They've been scoring field goals all day. So if Alaska puts the ball in the end zone again, it's going to be almost impossible.
Oh, handoff. Jason Williams is going to find his way through the middle. That was gorgeous work. He's going to have a first down and a few more as well. He's been the main cog in this Alaska attack. Ron Cochran's been good through the air, but this man has done it all on the ground and through the air.
It just comes back to Jason Williams just dominating anybody at the point of attack. It's very tough to bring down on first contact.
55 yards on the ground for him, 58 through the air, so over 100 total at the moment. That's going to be a Cochran bomb down the field. Optimus Klein to the house, and that is another Alaska touchdown, and they are torching the Sharks secondary at this point.
Yeah, they're just running away with it. It's incredible how, again, wide open. I mean, San Francisco has been expecting that short pass to the flat all game long, and Alaska says, "Hey, I'm not even going to throw that. I'm just going to throw it over your head." And they have been able to score on that same type of route,
probably 3 times at this point.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, at least 3 or 4. They've been able to get the long ones to go. They've only been in the red zone one time tonight, and they were able to put it in thanks to Jason Williams. This is a kick that's up and through, 41-16, and we haven't hit the fourth quarter yet, but things are looking desperate for the Sharks, who are trying to avoid going to 2-3. It's getting to be pretty close to that at this point. As Burchett will put it on the tee, he will get it deep for Gabriel Manning again. And this is what to expect when you come into the eye of the storm. They play very, very well at home. No doubt about that. Haven't had a regular season loss since about midway through last season, if I remember correctly. And that is Manning with a spin move, and he's going to get to the 25. 27 is where they'll mark him and no further. So Rod Roby back out on the field, another mountain to climb, and he's played well, but his secondary has kind of let him down here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they really have. And, Rob Roby, again, as you were saying, the last drive, Curtis, he game. However, it's been a tough break of, not being able to get a first down consistently, and basically your defense allow 41 points before the third quarter. So
Roby moves in the pocket. He's in a dangerous spot, throws on the run and backwards, and he's able to make the completion, not for much, but he will take it regardless. That is Ogunzulu who gets a 3-yard completion out of it.
That could have been chaos for Rob Roby and the San Francisco Sharks. That was probably maybe even a 10-yard sack, and he turned it into a 3-yard gain, and just speaks volumes on the arm strength by Rob Roby.
Offset I formation. Roby needs something to click here. Has the football, quick drop, thrown short, caught, and a fumble. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Ogunzulu, who got out in the flat. The forced fumble was by Andrew Francis, but the Sharks jump all over it, and that's fortunate as they keep it to 3rd and 3.
That could have been a scoop and score for Alaska if somebody was there to pick it up. I mean, that was set up for a disaster for the San Francisco again, as Ogunzulu with the awareness of, picking it up and keeping the possession.
Oh, handoff through the middle. That's going to be a good one for Zulu. Has a first down. They move the sticks. And they got to start getting some headway done, and a nice 8-yard run will do that. And that is a good one to move the chains for San Fran.
Yeah, most definitely. The offensive line doing a great job on front. And up the middle, Ogunzulu has the room to get a first down. Now, if you're San Francisco, you might want to run the ball one more time up the middle. It's been worked pretty well all game long. It's just the fact that they have not tried that one too much.
They're going to be running right at Big Sexy, though, so you got to be careful of that. However, he's more dangerous to quarterbacks than he is running backs. Play action for Roby, thrown and should have been caught. And Martino should have had that one in, and he couldn't bring it.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate play by Martino. Probably not a first down, but 7 or 8 yard gain that would have put this on a very manageable second down. Now, it gets to the point where, again, gets to 2nd and 10, and this spells trouble for many teams in the SFL going against this Alaska defense.
Roby to throw. A lot of dropbacks. Pocket hole. Thrown. Intercepted. Second interception of the game. This one for Ryan Davidson. And the Alaska Storm will bring it back the other way.
Roby had played a pretty clean game since the first quarter now, with a little bit of pressure, and throws the ball directly into Ryan Davidson's hands. And number 44, the Pro Bowler, makes him pay.
Yeah, Ryan Davidson, he just ran the route better than the receiver. That's 100% what that was, and just gets up to make the play. Good stuff from the Storm secondary. And now Ron Cochran back out on the field, has a chance to put a 50-burger on the Sharks. Not with this drive, he needs one more. But it is in his scope of possibility. Cochran to throw. Oh, he's going to get tackled, but he does get the ball away. It will hit the ground, no problems there. San Fran's defensive line gets to him, Abner St. John.
That could have easily been a strip sack right there by San Francisco. Ron Cochran just barely threw the ball with a forward motion. So, luckily for Alaska, that did not result in a fumble.
Cochran's going to put as much room as he can between him and the defensive line on this play. In the gun. Plenty of time. Wings it over the middle, and the diving attempt is not going to go. That was close. That, I believe, was Jeff Como who had a shot at it, could not bring it home.
Yeah, Rob Conklin has been pinpoint accurate all game long, but in that one, he just overshoot his receiver and potentially a touchdown for Jeff Como. So that was a very unfortunate play by Conklin.
In the gun again is Cochran. He's got Jason Williams to his left. 4 wide. Has the football. 3-step drop, plenty of time, throws short. And that is actually Stanley Nordellis who gets the football. First time we've called his name in a little while. He won't get very far, though, to midfield, 4th down.
Yeah, an important stop, obviously for San Francisco, and, Alaska could not make this game a little bit uglier for them. So, if they can get the ball here with Gabriel Manning and put up an offensive drive and get a score before the third quarter is over, it's going to be just about a 3-possession game with a full quarter to go.
To the 15. Caught there. Gabriel Manning gets dropped at the the 16. If I'm right, 19 is... No, it is the 15. No?
Yep.
Never mind. I am blind. It's okay. The 19 is where the ball is at. That is where the Sharks will start this next drive. Reading is hard. Don't blame me. Ogunzulu, 3-yard average, 30 yards on the day, but they haven't really used him much as Rob Roby's carried a majority of the offensive load. Under center is Roby. Danger averted. He's going to get the ball out to the sideline. It is a nice grab. And that is a 2nd and 5 on the other side. Gabriel Manning with another catch.
Gabriel Manning has been pretty much the only bright spot on this offense. Martino, dropped the ball. We've seen a no-show since the first quarter by the tight end. Ogunzulu has been all right, but not consistent enough.
Roby over the middle, and he lights up his receiver. You mentioned Martino. He caught the ball, but then he got absolutely walloped. That is a 1st down for San Fran.
But that's a great catch over the middle. That's one of the toughest catches to make when you are going diagonally against the safeties, especially when you go against a safety like Ryan Tobin who can deliver the lumber.
Under center. I formation. Plenty of time. Thrown over the middle, and that was nearly picked. Opportunity there for Matt Burnham. First time we've called his name in a little while, but that did not go the way they needed to. Ramel Hernandez nearly got in the way of that.
Yeah, and it's a throw that was thrown a little bit behind the tight end, but in that way against double coverage on the tight end. And Alaska has done a terrific job on shutting him down since that first quarter where he went for 60 yards and a score.
In the gun, Roby. Got 2 with him. Gabriel Manning at the bottom of your screen. Looks to throw. Throws Manning's way. Has a catch. It is not going to be enough for the first, but they do get it closer. 3rd and 3, and another one for the big man. Ooh, a little bit of jawing back and forth, too.
Yeah, that's the 4th option here for San Francisco, Tim Brown Jr., making it a more manageable situation where San Francisco could get a 1st down on this play.
Yeah, I saw 81 and totally read 18s. That's how that went for me. Easy, no problem. As we get into 3rd and 3 territory. Roby's got to move the sticks again. This drive taking way too much time off the clock if you're San Fran. They got to make it happen. Thrown to the outside. That's a catch to the outside. A 1st down. They do move the sticks. And that one, in fact, is Gabriel Manning as he moves the chains for San Francisco.
Yeah, the go-to man here for San Francisco. That's a great route. Getting past the sticks, getting the catch, making this a 1st down. We've seen too many times in the SFL, Curtis, where the receivers run behind the sticks and get tackled for 3rd down or 4th down.
Going through the middle. That is a nice one for Zulu. He's going to have a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. As we tick down to the last moments of the 3rd quarter, about 37 seconds left in Anchorage. Still 1 quarter to go. Might see 1 or 2 plays before the end of the third frame. I formation. To throw. Outside. Manning. Catch. He's going to break through a tackle. Get to the 30 to the 26-yard line. They'll mark him at the 25. And Ryan Tobin comes up to make the stop.
That's a great throw right there, and a great catch, and a great individual effort by Manning on that one. I mean, just breaking a tackle and getting as much yardage as he could. Now, this is a very good drive for San Francisco. So again, if they can score before this third quarter is over, this is going to be a very important thing for them.
They will have the last play of the third quarter over the middle. And I thought I saw what was going to be a flag. Not going to happen. They will give him the incompletion, and that is going to do it for the third quarter of play. 41-16. It's a 25-point advantage for the Alaska Storm, the defending champs, on Rivalry Night, presented by APM Music. We will be right back.
Studios can take your dream and make it reality. Any show, anytime, any place. Show Business Studios is limited only by your imagination. Find us at showbusinessstudios.com.
Back at Anchorage with that Rivalry Night that's brought to you by APM Music, Show Business Studios, Media Tech Institute, Richards Printworks, official gear partner of the SFL, ScoreStream, and Spygoat. Downtown look at the mountains, the many lakes in Alaska as well. It's a small little territory, but it is beautiful. No doubt about that. We've definitely enjoyed our time here. SFL crew is all over the place. As we get into the fourth quarter of play, it's a 2nd and 10 situation for the Sharks. Oh, and Roby's going to get taken down. And was that who I think it is? It is not who I think it is. It is still the defensive line for Alaska that makes the stop. And that is the third sack of the ballgame on Rod Roby.
Yeah, Les Thomas, the defensive end of this squad, has been here for a few seasons now, and he's one of the best non-contracted defensive linemen in the SFL.
Well, I guess small relatively, Eric. I guess I can be corrected on that. Throw over on the run, and a nice one at that. They'll be able to cut the deficit down, but it's not enough. 4th and 5, and that is going to be a punt upcoming likely for the Sharks, unless they decide now is the time to go for it, which we'll see.
Yeah, more than that, a field goal here. I think this a 37-yard field goal attempt. So, again, you're still trading field goals for touchdowns of Alaska, but I think 3 points is better than nothing.
Got to go for it. Get him 19 points on the day. As you said, 37-yarder looks like it's going to be up from the left hash. Snap is good, hold good, kick on the way. It is up, and it is through. They'll say 36 officially. It's another one for Sloan. Razatarian Sloan knocks it through, and they will kick the ball back to Alaska.
Yeah, it's a good field goal here, and 22-point deficit here for the San Francisco Sharks. You still have to kick the ball deep. I mean, it's way too early to kick an onside. But you're down by 3 touchdowns. Obviously, not only a stop, but I think you need to get something like a turnover here, Chris.
And a big shout out to F5, who actually gave us a little bit of research here. The Storm going for their 14th consecutive win, which would give them the all-time record for consecutive wins. Como is going to get out to the 23-yard line. They're off to a good start, though. Fourth quarter up 22 points. They're in a good little bit of shape to do just that.
Yeah, and I think this is time for Williams to run the ball again, and just gash the San Francisco defense.
Ron Cochran back out on the field. This will be a handoff. Jason Williams, plenty of room to run to the outside. Breaks through a tackle with a nice stiff arm. He will get a first down and more. To the sideline he goes, out to the 36. And that is a nice run for him.
I love this play by Alaska. The offensive line and the receivers do a tremendous job of blocking. I think this is, wide receiver-wise, Curtis, I think this is the best blocking receiving corps in the SFL. They have to hold their blocks for a second because it's a slow developing play, and they do it perfectly to give Jason Williams the open space.
1st and 10 for Cochran is in the offset eye. Jason Williams is the deep back. I'm sorry, no, he's the fullback. Stanley Nordellis is the deep back. Time to throw. He's going to move up in the pocket. He's going to get taken down, though. Not enough time as they're able to get to him. That's Chad Guy, his first sack of the ball game.
Yeah, about time for Chad Guy to show up in this ball game. He's been really quiet so far. I think he had a tackle earlier in the game, but so far he's been really, really quiet.
Under center. Ron Cochran, handoff to Jason Williams. Has some room to run, and he will get through the middle for 6 as they continue to try to wind this clock down. Jason Williams again gets the ball. He's got to be approaching, I think, 80 yards at this point at least. Check that in just a moment.
Yeah, that's rushing only. I mean, he always, not always, but he also has many yards receiving. Total of about 140 yards so far in 2 scores.
Yeah, he's been I'd call him the MVP if it wasn't for Ron Cochran. Thrown over the middle, and that is caught. Can he get through the first down? He can. And that is going to work. The backup wide receiver able to make that work for a first down.
Yeah, as we take a look at the Ron Cochran's updated stats, 391 yards. Going to be for sure over 400 again. And, this is an offense that is just so hard to stop because they just have so many pieces.
Cochran to throw. Plenty of time. Puts it on a crossing pattern. Not much to it, though, however. Optimus Klein comes from left to right, makes the catch. It's a 2-yard gain.
Even it's a 2-yard gain, this keeps the clock moving. This moves the ball closer to midfield. Sorry. Now this is the opportunity for, again, Jason Williams to run the ball a little bit more and start really gashing the San Francisco defense and just take this to the end.
Another handoff, Williams. He's going to break through 1, but not through 3 different Sharks. He will get 1. Nope, they'll give him 2 yards. 3rd and 8 on the way.
Now I think that Alaska could surprise maybe and throw the ball deep, trying to get a big first down in a dagger. They are in the empty set right now. This is a play. This is a formation where they do the slant play.
That's going to be a long one over the middle. It's caught. And a nice-looking catch. Thrown the ball to only where his receiver can get it. And that is a nice-looking grab for, that's Robert Merrill, who found one over the middle.
Yeah, and this is just an incredible throw. That's in double coverage. Maybe not double coverage, but that's in single coverage. But the linebacker was right there. Perfect placement and a great catch by Robert Merrill.
Good work by Merrill. Haven't needed to call his name much tonight, but what we have called has been effective for Alaska. Plenty in the box. Cochran to throw. Has an option to the outside. That is caught, and he will get touched to put him down. Not much to that one, as 81 is going to bring that one home.
And again, that play, the corner went in like a blitz or something and left the wide receiver wide open. Just because he fell down. If not, that's probably another touchdown for Alaska.
Plenty in the secondary. Time to throw, puts it to the outside, and that nearly could have been a pick six the other way. Unable to bring that one in is Camden Hoffman, but that will be a 3rd and 7 on the way.
Yeah, what do you do, Curtis? Do you throw the ball again down, or to just run the ball to Jason Williams, play conservative, and probably kick a field goal to put this pretty much out of reach?
I'm running the ball here, but it looks like Cochran's going to throw. I say run the ball because Williams has been able to break a couple of nice runs, even on 3rd down, but it may not matter. Cochran's going to throw. Left-hander drops back, throws short, going to have a first down and a few more. And is that Optimus Klein again? I do believe it is. He's going to hit the turf after a nice tackle. Not quite Optimus Klein. It'll be the tight end, but it's a first down.
Yeah, Jose Galliano on the reception, and he was wide open. This is the 5th option, and it's more likely like the 6th option, because if you look at it this way, 4th option on this passing attack. So Jose Galliano is like the 5th or 6th option on this offense, and they just leave him wide open. They just forgot about him.
And Alaska can put the game away for all intents and purposes with a touchdown here. Cochran may go for it. He's going to put a strike on his receiver for a 4-yard gain. And Optimus Klein with the grab. His 7th catch. He's closing on 200 yards already.
4-yard gain, making a 2nd and 6, the ball at the 10-yard line. And, this has been a textbook drive for Alaska. They have taken a lot of time off the clock. They are running the ball successfully, just getting first down after first down.
Cochran on 2nd and 6 can still get a first down in this drive. May not need it. Back of the end zone. Could not get it. Como made the catch, but he's out of the back of the end zone. That is 3rd down coming.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Jeff Como, who almost had his 2nd touchdown of the day. And this is going to be a challenge by Coach Paul. However, I think this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I think so too. Just on first glance, we'll see what Stripes has to take a look at as we'll get his view in the camera booth. And a nice little route. He ran a nice post. And nope, yeah, he was out of bounds for sure. No reason to say it's called a touchdown.
After review, the play stands.
Yep,
Pass was
so.
incomplete. The catch was made
All right,
out of
so
bounds.
41-19. It stays for the moment, but they're not out of the woods just yet. San Francisco looking for a stop. They can't keep giving routes to the back of the end zone, I can tell you that, because one of these days they're going to hit it.
Yeah, with a 3rd and 6, knowing Alaska, probably they will try something similar, another post route, another corner route to score a touchdown and put this out of reach.
They've been effective so far. Instead, it's Jason Williams trying to push his way forward. Cannot get the first down. He will drop just shy of the yellow line. It'll be a kick attempt for San Francisco, and Jason Williams pushes his average up over 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, and I think you have to kick the field goal. I mean, you could technically go for it, get the first down, and take more time off the clock, but at the same time, I think you have to kick the field goal. I mean, you're still going to put the game at a 25-point differential, which is 4 possessions, and that's the game.
From the right hash, it's a pretty short one. 22-yard attempt. Snap is high. Kick on the way. It is up, and it is through. Good job handling it by the backup QB for the hold. And Brichette will knock it through, make it a 44-19 score. As the Sharks will get the ball back. Time ticking away on this game and their ability to come back. Brichette will kick it away. Gabriel Manning on the other side waiting on it. Haven't heard his name much on the offensive side for the Sharks in this fourth quarter yet. That'll be a run back the other way. 30 to the 40. He's got some room to run, and he may go. There's a flag on the field. We'll see what that is, but right now, it's a San Francisco kick return for a touchdown.
Man, Curtis, I think this is going to be a clipping play penalty, which is going to take this away. Holding.
It's on the receiving team. Oh, no. That's going to bring that kickoff return all the way back, I do believe, and he will take points off the board. That is unfortunate for the Sharks.
Yeah, that's the play that we were expecting. We see how Gary Manning was on the cusp of breaking in something in for the end zone, and now not only takes points off the board, you're pinned down on your own 13-yard line.
That's Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events for the Sharks. That'll be a run on a catch over the right side. That's a catch for the tight end, Matt Burnham, and it will get to them to a 2nd and 4.
I'm surprised they have not gone to number 87 Burnham a little bit more, trying to put him in, crossing routes, a little bit like a slant or something like that. It's been basically Gabriel Manning all game long and not much of number 87.
Under center is Rob Roby, who even with the 2 picks has played pretty well tonight. Have a chance on the left side. That is caught to the 35-yard line. It's a good-looking grab. Didn't quite see who got it. It may have been Martino. No huddle play. Working, throwing on the run, and that is well out of bounds. And lucky for him, he had Big Sexy bearing down on him.
Yeah, he is that guy. I mean, he has his style of play is incredible. When you get to the 3rd down and 4th down, instead of getting tired, it seems that he just gets like a refuel. I don't know what it is, but when the 4th quarter comes in, it's just like he gets new life.
Under center. Roby with everybody out wide. Chance to throw. He gets hit as he threw. Does get the ball away, but Alex Dominguez comes in and makes another play. And he has been hunting and hunting and hunting and eventually will feast.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just the fact that the offensive line gets tired, but Alex Dominguez just gets better. I mean, it's like Coach Paul gives him like a Monster or a Red Bull and just puts it back in the game.
Man, this is going to be a chance for Roby, and again he's going to go down. Is it who I think it is? It is the Defensive Player of the Year leader right now, in my estimation, Alex Dominguez, with another sack, his 3rd of the ball game.
It's incredible. I mean, it's just he never gets tired. I mean, it's exactly the opposite. Man. It's just he just gets energy as the game goes on.
And now they face a 4th and long, and this is likely going to be your ball game. Chance. Oh, and another. Did he get him again?
Oh, boy.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh, man. Rob Roby, the 3rd week free agent signing for the San Francisco Sharks, is going to be seeing Alex Dominguez in his sleep. That is unfortunate. And a 4th sack of the game for him.
And to be fair, I mean, obviously Alex Dominguez is a monster, incredible play, but the offensive line, that was a 2-on-1 situation opportunity, and the guard, I think it was, just looked nobody. And just Alex Dominguez ran right past him and got the sack.
Shout out to Warhammer as well calling this out. Gabriel Manning right now not in the game for San Francisco, so they are getting these subs in and getting them some work, and it is showing a bit. We should probably see the Rob Roby exit this game here soon as well, as this is well out of reach with 3:42 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a time where you can even put in Stanley Nordellis right now to run the a bit more to give Jason Williams a rest. Just run the ball with your running back and just, bleed some clock. You don't even have to score again.
Yeah, although if it's Ron Cochran, he probably will want to get it in the end zone. Would not be surprised. He's going to be at his own, or at the opponent's 24. That's going to be a throw over the middle, caught to the 20-yard line. So as it stands at the moment, we look ahead in the schedule a little bit. Alaska is going to go to 6-0 after this game. They will they will stay here actually in the I, and the Vancouver Legion will take the short trip northwest to do that. 2-minute warning is upon us. Well, we have the foregone conclusion of this game. The Storm are probably going to win this one. 44-19 current score. This is the SFL on Twitch Rivalry Night, presented by APM Music. So Alaska taking a look at what they're possible to do. This has been a streak for them. Going to get 14 wins in a row dating back to last season, and Jason Williams is going to punch through and get a first down. Not many teams can claim that at the moment. The Pride have a regular season winning streak. going on, but nothing through the playoffs as they were knocked out in the championship game last season.
Yeah, I mean, this is an Alaska team who has been incredible this past few games. You know, when you think about it, other than the Las Vegas Fury game where they were able to win 26-23, and the Mexico City game back in their last season's playoffs where they won 38-33. Not only they have won every game, but they have not really been challenged. Look at that.
That is craziness from Jason Williams. He gets down to the 1-yard line. He has been my MVP of this game, regardless of what Ron Cochran has done. This man has been en fuego ever since the opening kick, close to 100 yards rushing and almost 70 receiving.
Yeah, and he's an honest and a true dark horse to win league MVP, in my opinion, because he's been incredible catching the ball, running the ball, and he's been in big part the motor of this Alaska Storm offense.
Cochran to throw on that down throw to the end zone, but it's going to be out of bounds. It was a chance, unable to bring it home, and Galliano nearly put it away for another score.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're throwing the ball right there. Another review here by the booth, but that's incomplete.
And they're actually going to challenge this play for some strange reason. We'll see. It looked out of bounds to me. We'll see right. Oh, yeah. Yep. It's a 1-foot rule and anything but the end zone.
After review, the play stands.
Yep. So
Pass was incomplete.
there we go. So that'll be a challenge wasted and more time that we will not be able to get back. But 44-19, they should be satisfied with that, but apparently are not. And we will look for an Alaska play here. Looking on the other side, actually we'll do that in just a second. As the Stormer in the shotgun. From the 2. Cochran. Fade. Thrown. Got it. That is an Alaska touchdown. They will get indeed to the 50-point mark. The extra point will knock them up to 51. Robert Merrill with the catch in the TD.
What a grab by Robert Merrill right there. Just tapping the toes, getting inbounds. That's nice coverage, but I think the defender played that a little bit earlier than expected. And that's 50 points for Alaska. If you missed it earlier, also Queen City scored a little more than 60 points.
Yeah.
Against the St. Louis Gladiators. Congratulations, Curtis, that's your team.
Yep.
Getting a big win. And now Alaska just at home proving which one is the best team in the SFL.
They're doing work, no doubt about that one. This kick is up and through from Burchett. That will put it to a 51-19 game. It's a 50-burger, as Andy Hamilton pointed out. And Gabriel Manning's going to be back to receive the kick if he's back in. We shall see. But taking a look ahead as we look for this kick here. It's always funny to me, Ramos, how you end up in the booth to call the team that is next on the list to face you. It happened, I think, last 2 weeks in a row, and it happens again this week. As Manning's going to bring this back. He's got some room to run. He is not going to let that penalty fade him, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. But I say that because next week, the Sharks they host the Mexico City Aztecs. So you travel a little bit northwest to take on the guys from San Fran. And so you get a good look at what this team can do and how to stop Rob Roby.
And the very next week, we actually receive the Storm as well. So this is going to be 2 very tough weeks for us. You know, San Francisco, they have an incredible back in Roby. The running back, Zulu, has shown a lot of flashes. You know, Gabriel Manning is a beast, as we know. And if this defense can get their playbook together, this is going to be a very good squad.
Roby to throw, running no huddle for stats reasons. That's going to be picked off, however, his 3rd pick of the game. And is that Davidson again? It is not. It is going to be Ryan Tobin again, the free safety, his 2nd pick of the game in garbage time.
Yeah, and, you know, they just, as a center fielder, that's the post route, and Ryan Tobin reads that all the way. It's just an easy read. Just play center fielder, take a look at the quarterback's eyes, take a look at the wide receiver running that post route, and that's just an easy interception for number 21.
Shout out to Mighty RX in the chat, who has been in the chat all night long. Thanks to you, sir, and everybody else who's been hanging out with us in Anchorage as the victory formation is on the field for the Storm. Timeout called at San Francisco's last one. So not sure if there's enough play clock to burn the game clock. We may have to see something happen. We'll see. But either way, and everybody on the Alaska roster who's shown out to this game, as well as San Francisco, and those who have stayed, even though their team's down, definitely appreciate that effort in keeping the interaction going for the Simulation Football League.
Yeah, congratulations to the Storm. Everybody, Mighty, Ron here in the chat was there. We had Optimus Clyde in the chat. I saw him. I saw Ryan Davidson. And the rest of the Alaska Storm, congratulations going to 6-0. And, to the Shark is you just went against a tough team, had a bad night, but I think it's still a nice SFL team who could potentially be very good by the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen in this league. We know that. We've seen it. We remember just 2 seasons ago when Vancouver started 0-4 and came back to make the playoffs.
Sure.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've
seen
some
it.
Crazy good comebacks.
Yeah, we've seen Carolina just come back from the dead to make the playoffs. We've seen Mexico City come back from 1-5 to make the playoffs. So, 2-3 is not by any means the end of the world for San Francisco.
And Andy Hamilton, of course, has to get his 2 cents again, saying we're doing it again this year. Okay, Andy, hey, calm down. Calm down. You got to win a game first. Love you. Little bit of shame.
They had a nice win against Denver. I just called that game with Damon, and very good win by Vancouver. They had to hold the Night Wings a little bit at the end, and they were able to do so.
All right, well, that is going to do it for the game in Anchorage. The Alaska Storm win 51-19, 70 total points scored in this contest. Ramos, give me your post-game thoughts as we put this one to a close.
Well, Alaska played this perfectly. I mean, there's really no ifs or buts that you can put into their game plan. Ron Cochran with 440 yards and 5 touchdowns with no picks. I mean, just proves how good of a quarterback he is, and the defense played great. And again, this was textbook by them. Again, thank you very much to Suicide King 81 on stats, doing a tremendous job all night.
Keeping us on point and on task the entire night. Thank you to Gerald Smith for that, and Andy Hamilton for bringing him aboard. With that said, that is going to do it for matters here in Alaska. Next week, the Storm take on the Vancouver Legion, and the San Francisco Sharks will go and face the Mexico City Aztecs on their home turf. So that is it for Ramos, Lynn, and Gerald Smith. I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Anchorage, Alaska. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League. For more information, follow us at SimulationFL on Twitter or head to simulationfl.net. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night for Fan Night on twitch.tv/SimulationFL. Have a good one.
Thank you.